Yes. Oh, yes. It's officially Monday, y'all, which means it's officially game week, y'all. It is that time. It is, man, it's about to be a week, y'all. It's Monday, and I'm already turned all the way up. I ain't been this turned for a Tennessee game, y'all. It has been years. I'm talking like at least 2022 Bama. I'm turned up and I'm trying to tell y'all right now, the media outlets are going crazy about this Tennessee and Oklahoma matchup in Norman Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, right there on ABC, the SEC on ABC. Tonight, we find out who Oklahoma is and what Josh Heupel is going to cook leading into Norman, Oklahoma. I'm telling y'all, I said it last night on the next day show. You ever had a casserole that is better 3 days later? Well, you finna have a coach who's better 10 years later. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a night, y'all. The chat is already blowing up. It's about to be a fun night. Who is Oklahoma? You're gonna find out today on Straight Up Tennessee. It's your boy Ruck in the building. That boy Turn will be on a little later, but y'all know what it is, man. It's time to get it going. Happy Monday. Let's start the week off strong. It's Sooner Hate Week, baby. It's Straight Up Tennessee. Let's go.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Straight Up Tennessee family, what's happening, man? It is a good Monday right here in Nashville, Tennessee, wherever you're tuning in from tonight. Man, go ahead and do it, man. Top of the show, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, man, so you never miss an episode. Y'all, as of this morning, and you know what? Let's just go ahead and look at it right now while I'm about to talk about it. We have 992 subscribers. 992. What we got to do to go ahead and get that to 1K before the show's over tonight. Whoever y'all need, whoever y'all know who's not subscribed to this channel, go ahead, do them a favor, share it to them, and tell them to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe right now because we gonna need them. And woo, it's OU week, man. This is going to be an insane week. I'm so excited for tonight's show. The chat, y'all are literally going insane right now. Y'all are going absolutely insane. And I'm about to dive into the chat right here in just a second. Look at that boy Adrian using the emotes, man. Got the Rux, Turner, and Sale. Got all of us in there. Man, before we go back to the top, man, shout out to the boy Adrian, gifted 5 memberships already. We've been on for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Shout out to that boy Adrian, man. You now going to have access to those emotes. You're going to have access to our Discord channel. How you get into the Discord channel, everybody that got gifted a membership, shoot us a message. We will then shoot us a message on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee or Facebook at Straight Up Tennessee. We'll get you that information, man, and welcome to the Straight Up Tennessee family, man. But tonight, it's going to be a fire show, y'all. How we feeling on a Monday? Let's see what the chat's talking about. Chris says, let's go. Saturday can't get here in quotations sooner. They are going to be in a world of hurt. I can't wait. It's Monday, and I'm pumped. Adrian is in the building. Clout says, what's good, Straight Up fam? What's up, my boy? Adrian, what's happening? Dylan, what's up, my boy? Brett Rains, get it, Big Orange. Yes, sir. Grayson Riffy, Vols by 14 plus. Ooh, y'all know later on in the show, we'll get our final score predictions, our early in the week predictions. I haven't really I've thought about the game. I've thought about the flow of the game. I've thought about all of the scenarios that could happen, but I have this one in my head that I cannot get out, and it's going to get released at the end of the show tonight. So, Dylan says, held my thoughts all day for this one. Brent says, mud. That's who Oklahoma is. Man, hey, shout out to Cloud. He says, big bag Adrian. And then Dylan says, Adrian just come in and drop the bag off. Rip. That's what Adrian does, man. He comes in and shows love. Y'all, man, happy Monday. It's going to be a great show tonight, man. I'm excited for this week. I think that from the press conference today, you can tell, Heupel is in a much more uplifted type of vibe this week. He's very direct, always very direct. But if you got an opportunity, if y'all didn't watch, but if you did watch, you saw what I'm talking about in the press conference today that happened around noon there in Knoxville. Just a different spirit in the room. You can tell he's excited to go home, but you also can tell that he's a little feisty and that there's something there. You fired, if you're Oklahoma, you got to scratch your head a little bit on the firing of Josh Heupel in 2014, 2015, right? Like, you fired a man who, reminder, y'all, this is back in the early 2010s, 2014, 2015-ish. You fired a guy that averaged 33 points a game at that time. Y'all have to remember that it was defensive wars 10 years ago. Like, that is how football was played. It wasn't super high octane offenses just scoring hella points. It was legit. Like, he scored 33 points a game. The year he got fired, I believe they went like 9-4 or 8-5 or something like that. And they fired him. Our treasure, another man's trash, is Tennessee's treasure, right? Like, I'm thankful. But there's some things underneath the skin of Josh Heupel, I think. And I'm telling you, I said it last night, but I'm serious. I genuinely think he is about to open up a whole different layer. Like, like when you have, like, okay, Bluebell ice cream. Let's talk about Bluebell ice cream for a second, y'all. When you get that Bluebell, at the very top, bro, like all the toppings are like, they right there and you can see them. And then as you get deeper, you start to not see them. But then, like, before it's over, bow, they all come back. That's the type of performance that Tennessee about to have. We're going to bop, 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 bop. And it's still going to be right there in the middle, too. But once we get to that fourth quarter and we get that next layer, Heupel ain't done. Heupel ain't done putting it on them. I really genuinely think he is going to put it on them all night long. No holds barred. We're not holding anything back. What is there to hold back? Every game I've seen us do something different offensively. 4 wide set last week. And if you didn't notice that, that's the same. That group was Dante Thornton, Mike Matthews. Sometimes it was Brazel, Mike, Brew, Squirrel. Like, the 4-man personnel was nasty. It was nasty. And so, can't wait to see 10 personnel. Can't wait to see 12 personnel. Short yardage, we've been seeing a ton of 12. And it's been working. And it's going to continue to work because you've got dogs at the tight end position who not only can catch the football and get out into space when we are running passing tree routes for them, but they can get into the trenches and just get dirty. We haven't had that type of tight end in a long time. Princeton Fant was great. Jacob Warren was a great VFL. But this group of tight ends is what is allowing us to play 12 and play 12 effectively. So before we dive in, man, to who OU is, I see the chat is blowing up. Let's tap in real quick. Clout says hype is not ducking anything. Chris McLean says, what does Coach Hype have up his sleeve? Oh, I'm gonna tell you. If you didn't watch yesterday, I'm sure there's gonna be a reel put out. Sale probably gonna throw something crazy up. I went on a long tangent about how I think Josh Heupel is about to literally cook something so incredibly delicious this weekend on Oklahoma. I can't even reiterate how I said it, y'all. It was classic. If you were there, you were there. Clout says he was the scapegoat, whether they wanted to admit it or not. Adrian said our defense will set the tone and the offense will attack the perimeter. Big game from Dante and Brazil. 5 touchdowns by Nico. Woo! Rocky Top VFL. What's up, man? Welcome to the channel, brother. He says, perfect time to make a statement on the road. This team is hungry. Everybody is about to eat. D. Samp for Heisman. We talked a little bit about Dylan Sampson for Heisman, that campaign yesterday. If the Heisman wasn't such a quarterback reward or award, I should say, there's no doubt in my mind Dylan Sampson should be in the running. But also the cat from Boise is absolutely going crazy too. A lot lesser competition, right? Dylan Sampson also, you can say the same, right? We've played one ranked team. Now we got ranked team number 2 this Saturday. Dylan Sampson goes out and does his thing again. He got to be in there for me. He got to be in there for me, if so. Shout out to Vol Guy. He says he was with Stoops for a long time and spelled Heupel's name wrong. Was that a coincidence or an actual mistake? There's definitely some bad blood. That's right, Dylan. There definitely. I saw that. Couldn't believe my eyes. couldn't believe my eyes. Thought it was a game. Thought like surely this is just a joke. But I think it was dead serious. I think he literally misspelled Josh Heupel's name. And there's a lot, y'all. There's a lot going into this game. I mean, just the overarching theme of it being Oklahoma's first SEC game, home opener, their first SEC game ever. Nico's first time on the road in the SEC. Josh Heupel returning home to Oklahoma for the first SEC game of the year. The storylines are there for an insane night. What does Tennessee do? And how does Tennessee stop? Really, Jackson Arnold. There's a lot of things, with this OU team that we genuinely don't know. There's a lot of guys that are injured who could be coming back. There's a lot of guys that have, been banged up in the process. And so, you know what? Let's just dive in, man. Who is Oklahoma? Well, obviously, Oklahoma. They're coached by Brent Venables, who was the Clemson defensive coordinator for a long time under Dabo. Took the opportunity with OU and has been, I would say, maybe a little underwhelming. And not been what maybe OU fans had desired when hiring Venables. If you go and look at what he's done as a head coach, he's 19-10 as a head coach overall. He coached for, I think, 11 years or nine years. He coached for 9 years with Dabo there in Clemson. But for the OU fans, he's just not been up to par. In 2023, last year, they went 10-3. If everybody remembers, I believe his first year was in 2022. And I believe that they barely made a bowl game that year. He's just not been the high-octane, sustainable type coach maybe that Stoops was, because he was there for such a long time. But what we do know is Venables is going to have a great defense, and the OU defense is exactly that. I want to start on the defensive side with OU. They returned their, quite frankly, might be the best linebacker in college football, and Danny Stutzman. He's their leading tackler, 33 tackles. He does not have any sacks, no interceptions, no forced fumbles, but he's a great player. He's a really, really great player. If you've never watched the kid play, we're going to see him play Saturday. He flies around, makes plays, and he's always where the pile is. And so I think Danny Stutzman is going to be a key factor for them. But it doesn't stop with Danny. I think they got a great defensive back in Billy Bowman Jr. He's got 11 tackles. He's got a pick this year. I believe he also has a fumble recovery as well. Billy Bowman's I think he plays a strong safety position. He's been there for a while. A lot of this defense for them is there are a lot of seniors on this roster. Danny Stutzman is a senior. Danny's a senior. Billy Bowman is a senior. You got another high caliber junior defensive back in Robert Spears Jennings, who's another defender. Samuel Omoshko is one of the younger guys on the roster at a linebacker position. He's a sophomore, another guy to look forward to. Really, we'll remember this guy's name, Dejon Terry, who is not a starter, I don't believe, right now for the Oklahoma Sooners. However, Dejon Terry was a Vol last year, a couple of years ago, played a lot of minutes for Tennessee, played a lot of minutes under Rodney Garner, didn't understand the transition. I think everybody was like, he's going to get closer to home. And I'm not sure Oklahoma is home. Somebody fact check me on that one. But we're going to see Dejon Terry. He got hurt last week against Tulane. Don't know what the status of what his status is leading into the game Saturday. But another great piece to this defensive back room is Kendall Dolby. He's another senior, 5'11", 185 pounds. He has a sack on the year so far. Doesn't have a ton of tackles, but he does have a sack. And Oklahoma special teams is good. They block punts. They cause chaos in the special teams game. And so Tennessee, luckily, that's one of our strong suits as well. And so you look at their defense and you kind of say, dang, like they look good. But I have a breakdown of Oklahoma's offense versus Tennessee's defense as far as rankings in the country that I can't wait to share with you. And it's just going to make you feel incredible about what Tennessee brings to the table. But let's talk about OU on the offensive side of the ball. We know that it starts at the helm for them with their quarterback, Jackson Arnold. He is the 6'1", 211-pound rising sophomore in school, redshirt freshman quarterback there for the Sooners. Jackson Arnold is pretty much their entire roster. Jackson Arnold pretty much does everything for them. He runs the ball. He's their leading rusher. He throws the ball. Obviously, he's their leading passer. 2 interceptions on the year, but he is their leading rusher, which lets me know right now they are not able to run the football. If your quarterback is your leading rusher, you have problems. If your quarterback is your leading rusher, you have problems. I mean, if you even just look at just look at Oklahoma as a whole. Jackson Arnold has 36 carries, y'all. 36. Their starting running back, has 31. Somebody tell me what's going on. Their starting running back has 126 yards, averaging 4.1 yards a carry, no touchdowns. They have a freshman in Taylor Tatum who is kind of on the come up right now, been playing well the last week or two there against Tulane. And then who they play before then? It wasn't Temple. Temple was their first game. Houston against Houston and Tulane. But he only has 15 touches for 102 yards. And he does have 2 touchdowns, which he scored those 2 touchdowns against Tulane. So I'm just not impressed. Now, I will tell you this. They have 2 guys who play receiver in Andrell Anthony and Nick Anderson, who have both been limited. Nick Anderson, I do not believe, has played all year. He's been nursing a knee injury. Andrell Anthony as well. He has been nursing an injury and he hasn't played. I don't know if it's an actual injury or that he's just not getting minutes. He's been dressing and he's been there and been available, but the stats do not show that he's done absolutely anything. He has 1 catch for 4 yards. 1 catch for 4 yards. The guy that is getting a lot of the clip and a lot of the football in his hands is Deion Burks. He's a transfer receiver to Oklahoma. He has 22 catches for only 169 yards and 3 touchdowns. What does that let y'all know? What does that let y'all know? That lets me know that they're nickel and diamond. They're not stretching the field. And Tennessee has to continue to bring that type of energy into this game. We cannot allow them to stretch the field on us. They haven't done it well all year. When your leading receiver has 22 catches to get his 169 yards, and Dante Thornton has 5 catches for 169 yards, do you see what I'm trying to tell y'all? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Tennessee's defense, this is a prime time opportunity, really, for us to continue to put the country on notice that the standard is elite defense. Let me read y'all this real quick. Just something that I saw today on the Blue Chip Breakdown. Shout out to Blue Chip Breakdown. I do not own what I'm about to show you guys. This is the Blue Chip Breakdown. Great YouTube channel. Loves the Vols. He breaks down film. He breaks down a lot of different things that, man, I love and truly enjoy. If y'all know who that man is, please tag him in this. I appreciate you, bro. I watch your channel all the time. Subscribed on my personal everything. And so he breaks down the Oklahoma offense versus the Tennessee defense in ranks. Okay. So total scoring. This is all you need to know. Oklahoma ranks 108th in the country in yards per game. They average 4.86 yards per play, 39th in the country in points per game. Tennessee's defense is second in only allowing 160.7 yards a game and 3 yards per play. And Tennessee is number third in allowing 4.33 points a game. Let's keep it going. Passing offense. Oklahoma is ranked 114th in the nation at 166 yards per game. Completion percentage is 62.63%, 5 yards per attempt, 7 touchdowns, 2 picks. Tennessee's passing defense, 5th in the nation, averaging 105 yards per game, 59.6% completion percentage, 5 yards per attempt, no touchdowns, and 1 pick. Rushing offense for Oklahoma, number 67th in the country, 159 yards per game, 4.34 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. Tennessee's defense against the run, 4th in the nation, 55.7 yards per game, 1.76 yards per carry, 0 touchdowns. I could stop right there. But I got 3 more categories. Third down efficiency. Oklahoma, 109th in the country. They're 31% on 42 third down attempts, which lets me know that they're getting to third down a whole lot and not scoring points. Tennessee's defense on third down, number 2 in the nation at 15.8% on 38 third downs on the year. Oklahoma's offense in the red zone. They are 20th in the country. They are 100% on 13 attempts. Big ties there, right? There's a lot of ties right there. 3 rushing touchdowns, 7 passing touchdowns, and I don't know what the 3 was right there, but Tennessee's defense in the red zone, 10th, 50% on 4 attempts, no touchdowns, 2 field goals. So in the red zone on there, I'm assuming that last thing is 3 field goals right there for Oklahoma. So turnovers, here we go. This is the only place where Oklahoma is statistically better than Tennessee offensively is turnovers. They've only thrown 2 picks, and that's number 43 in the country, 43rd in the country. And Tennessee is 59th in the country defensively with 1 interception and 3 fumble recoveries. This breakdown told me everything I needed to know. This breakdown told me every single thing that I needed to know about this matchup. If Tennessee continues to produce and do what they're supposed to do, it's not going to be a game. It's not going to be a game, y'all. And I genuinely think that they've shown me this 3 games. I don't care who you're playing. If you can shut out an opponent, that is hard to do. And they've done it. No one has scored a touchdown on Tennessee this year. No one. Now, is Oklahoma going to score a touchdown? Probably. Probably two, maybe three touchdowns. But what I see right there is that even in the midst of good competition, even in the midst of playing decent teams, this is the game where we're going to find out who both of these teams truly are. We've been expecting this one to be the one that receives the most hype early in the year. I mean, it's week 4 and you're getting a marquee matchup like this on prime time on ABC. Come on, y'all. This is about to be a party. And I think, man, I just think Tennessee's too good. I think we're just that much better right now than Oklahoma is. Too many problems on the offensive line for Oklahoma. I mean, even if you get the opportunity to bring one of your big guys back that has been injured, it, it's not that's not the game to put them in. Like you already have some type of continuity with the 4 or 5 guys you've been running. If you add one in the mix who's been injured, are you really helping your situation? Do you know what I'm saying? Let me get some water real quick, y'all. Good. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, are you really helping your situation? I don't think so. And so overall, Oklahoma is a good football team, y'all. This is different than talking about NC State. This is different. This is a good football team that Tennessee is going to play on Saturday. But I think that Tennessee, and I think that Oklahoma is just being matched up with a really good football team this year in Tennessee, right? Oklahoma's a good team, but you just got the draw of playing a really good team in Tennessee, and it's not going to work out in your favor this week. Let's see what the chat is talking about, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that scout. I put some time into that one this week because I knew, man, like this one's a little different, man. This is a little different than Kent State and NC State and all of these chumps. Dylan says, let's see what he says right here. If he wants to poke the bear, poke it and see what happens on Saturday. Mucho Boomin', what's up, my boy? Says, I liked and subbed. Interactive with your audience, informative and entertaining. Always great. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that so much, man. Welcome to the Straight Up Tennessee family, my man, for sure. Dylan Elam, as I was talking about Danny Stutzman, says he is one of the best linebackers in the country, but I still don't think he can stop Sam. Well, again, as long as our offensive line is getting paws on him, it don't matter. Tyler May says, new here and loving it. Shout out to you, Tyler. Appreciate that, my man. Dylan says, Terry was from Meridian, Mississippi. He told Garner he was leaving for family to be closer to home and lied and went to OU for playing time. Bad blood there. Ooh, that's nasty. Britt Rain says we have to keep him contained. Talking about Jackson Arnold, he can kill you with his feet, y'all. 56 yards rushing, leading rusher on the team. That's not good for them. I'm telling you, that's not good at 6'1", 211. That's not good. Dylan Elam says, let Keenan Peely get one lick on Arnold, and he ain't going to want to scramble anymore. I agree. Brent Rain says linebackers are going to have to keep eye contact with Arnold. I think there's going to be a couple quarterback spies. I think that we feel good enough in pass coverage right now to where, hey, we can drop 5. We'll have one spy, and everybody else can carry on their assignment. I'm interested to see what Tim Banks' game plan is this week. Dylan says OU's O-line won't give Arnold time for the plays to develop. Our D-line should dominate, and the secondary should be there to clean up. I'm expecting a pick. I like it, Dylan. I like it. Brent Rain says that James Pierce should be cooking like Gordon Ramsay. Yes, sir. Hell's Kitchen, baby. It's going to be Hell's Kitchen in that backfield. I can't wait. Let's see. Hot take, y'all. Dylan Elam says, this is going to be Nico's best game of the year. Dylan, we don't need Nico to peak. But can I change the language a little bit? Can I say this is going to be his Heisman moment? Can I say that this is going to be his first Heisman moment? I mean, come on now. Rocky Top VFL says over or under 2.5 turnovers. That's a great question. I'm going to use that question, Rocky Top VFL, on Friday's show. when we do our Vol Shot segment. So if y'all have anything that y'all want to throw in our Vol Shot segment that we do on Fridays, so these are just quick things like that, the over under 2.5 turnovers. Drop some of those, man. Like I love that. I love this, and it's appreciative because we will use it. So if you have anything that's quick, rapid fire, we can use it and pump the gas, hit the brakes, or in Vol Shots. So I'll answer that on Friday, my man. Grayson Riffin says, excuse me, Grayson Riffy says, I feel like this is Pierce Jr.'s unleash game. Dude's got to be hungry after being pretty much in containment. Yeah, James Pierce is going to get his. Brent says, great scout. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Brent Rain says, me and my son Q watch and or listen to every show. First time on the live. Thanks for all you guys do. Absolutely, man. We love it, man. We love the straight up Tennessee family, but we also just love Tennessee. Again, like we are no media guys. Like we got normal jobs, we got wives, we got children, but man, we hop on this thing and talk to our families, talk to the straight up Tennessee fam, and just continue to build community, man. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Me, Turn, Sale, and C2. So Friday's gonna be fun though, too, man. We got the boy Nick Whitehead from Whitehead Auto Sales, also the I'm All Vol Facebook channel. He's gonna be joining us. And he's got some great insight. Nick is a funny dude. So you're gonna hear a lot of laughs on Friday. But then we'll also have Turn back, and C2 will be back as well. So it's gonna be a loaded show on Friday. We got a lot to get through. So but continuing this conversation with OU, I just think that they got matched up with a really, really, really good Tennessee team. And as Tennessee fans, we have BVS. We do. There's a piece, and there's a small BVS bone in every Tennessee's fan, or in every Tennessee fan's body, that makes you still have unbelief. You know what I'm saying? Like it's somewhere deep inside of you, even though you're watching it, you got your feet up, you're eating chicken wings, knowing that we about to blow out everybody we play, right? But there's still a bone in your body that's like something's going to go wrong. And I'm trying to break that bone out of me because I just don't see it. I don't feel it when I watch it. When I watch them play, it just looks different. The confidence level of every player is different. When Dylan Sampson is toting the rock, it just feels different. When Nico drops back to pass, I just don't feel like there could be a bad thing happen. You know what I'm saying? But there's still this bone just right in the side that makes you say, oh my God, we're just going to go to OU, and Tennessee's not good on the road, and we're going to lose. But can I tell y'all, man, I'm not picking us to lose this one. That line has not changed. And the line, I think, is going to continue to change in Tennessee's favor. Right now, the spread has went down actually to 7. Spread is 7. It was 7.5 earlier. So now it's going back down. The hype is kind of trying to chill out. The spread is 7 again. The total is 57.5. I don't know, guys. I'm taking the over. And I know I said I wasn't going to answer that, but I think there's going to be some points scored. I think OU is going to score between that 10 to 24 point range. I don't think they can score more than that, because if this becomes a shootout, they're not happening. And I just don't see a shootout in Tennessee's defenses. Like I don't see that happening. Like I see a shootout in a game like Bama. I see a shootout potentially in a game like Georgia. I know Georgia struggled against Kentucky. Georgia always has a week 3 or 4 lull, and then they're going to have a massive game in 2 weeks down there in Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, and they're going to turn on the lights, and it's just going to be the same Georgia team that we know who they are, right? They do this every year. Why are we surprised? Why are we surprised, right? They did it to Kentucky this year, Kent State 2 years ago, Missouri. Like, this is what Georgia does. Every year, it's the same thing. And they make people be like, oh, Georgia's not as good as we think they are. Come on, y'all. I hate it. I hate Georgia. Y'all know how I feel about Georgia, but I also respect Georgia. I just don't like Georgia fans. It just is what it is. The fact that you're going to act like a dog and bark at me, that's just weird. That is weird. Change the subject. See, this is when I need one of my boys on here so we can change the subject. Because y'all know, if I start talking about Georgia fans, I will start talking about Georgia fans 25 minutes. I will. I got stories. But anyways, the BVS thing is real. And I think it's time to break it off of us, y'all. It's time, man. This is a massive game. The press conference Josh Heupel had today made me feel like this guy's ready to go. I can't say what I want to say. I can't say what I want to say because that's just not me. But he's ready. And this team is going to be ready. They're focused. The post-game pressers after Kent State, they're focused. They focused, man. I've never seen us this locked in. And it's going to be a fun Saturday. So early score predictions, y'all. Go ahead and drop them. Everybody watching. I got 14 to 20-ish people every now. Drop it. Drop it right now. Drop your early score prediction on a Monday. How we feeling? It's going to be a crazy game. I think that the atmosphere is going to be lit. I really think that, early in the game, it's going to be kind of tough for Tennessee maybe to get some things going, or it could be the complete opposite. Like, we finally get to see if that quote that Nico said, I actually love, like, I enjoy playing on the road more. We're going to find out if that quote is really how he feels, because y'all, I'm going to be honest, I feel like that's really how the boy feels. I think that he like going into somebody else's trap and taking over their trap. You know what I'm saying? Walk in your trap, take over your trap. And so it's Monday, y'all. It's early. Y'all know me, man. I typically change my score, but this week I'm not. I'm not changing it. I really genuinely think that this Tennessee team has every tool that it takes to go into Norman and really handle business. I think it's going to be a 3-score game. I think Tennessee just takes control of the game right there again in that second quarter before halftime and just kind of turns the lights out. Nothing has shown me that we can't. I think that final score is going to be 45-24 Tennessee. That's a 3-tutty game. I just see it. I just don't think they can score enough points to beat us. I just don't think they can score enough to beat us. 45-24 is my official score. My man Rezi says 63-15. Dylan Elam 45-17, and he says he's being generous to Oklahoma. Adrian says 52-17. Everybody's liking that 17 number. Grayson Riffy 45-17 Tennessee. Mucho Boomin says 43-23. Vols by a dub. They doubled them up, man. Wow. Tyler Mays. Woo, Tyler. Woo. 52-10, Tyler. Brent, I love this score. 38-17. I like that. He says 38-17 with 2 sacks for James Pierce. My man Rocky Top VFL says 51-18. I really, really like the 43-23 score, and I really like 45-17. Like, I like that because that's where I'm sitting. 45-24, it just feels right. 45-21, maybe even. Like, somewhere in that range. I will be so shocked, y'all, if we lay an egg. That's just not this team. I just don't see it. So, y'all, we got a loaded week, man. Tomorrow night, I'm actually shooting a show with my boy EJ Medina. We're going to talk a little bit about this horrible Tennessee Titans team. So if y'all want to watch that, it's going to be about a 20 to 30-minute show that drops on Wednesday. I don't really even want to do it, but I have to. And you get 2 Titans shows a month, and that's all I can do because they trash. And it's annoying talking about them because the Titans and the Vols cannot be good at the same time. We know that, right? So we're going to chop it up, though, and have a good time together. And then you already know, man, Friday is the one more day. So I hope, man, y'all have a great rest of your week. We'll be back on Friday with a fresh show for Straight Up Tennessee. One more day, OU week. We'll catch up on all of the news and the media and the social media because people are already talking crazy. People are already talking absolutely crazy in the Oklahoma realm. But you already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. This has been the Who Is Oklahoma show. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day on Saturday, but tonight was a great night. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, man, so y'all never miss an episode. Man, we'll be back on Friday, Straight Up Tennessee, but reminder, check out that Wednesday show for the Tennessee Titans. For all of my guys who did not get to join me tonight, it's your boy Ruck in the building, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see y'all live. Well, not live, but we'll see you on Friday, and we'll see you on Wednesday if you want to tap in to Straight Up Tennessee Titans episode. So it's OU week, man. Let's get it. Can't wait. See y'all back on Friday, man. We out.